What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Sam's Wrecking Yard. Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Sam's Wrecking Yard. So, yesterday I went to the junkyard just for fun. You know how we do, just get out and go do something. Had a lot of fun, found a lot of cool stuff, found a lot of things I wanted but didn't really need, so bought a couple of them. Alright, so I'm going to turn you guys around, give you a show you what we're about to do, and show you what I've already done so far. So we'll start off with the left here. So this here is a different style of cigarette lighters, or power ports, and an ashtray. Next thing I got, that I've already installed, it's really quick and easy, is finally got myself a key fob for my truck. Another one that I did is the HVAC control center. The one that's installed right now works, everything works fine, except I don't have rear defrost, which is what that is. And over here, I got two rear inner door handles, left and right, respectively. These are stock. You can tell that because they've been riveted in. I ended up having to beat them out of the truck. But with a good little hammer and a sharp flathead screwdriver, anything can be accomplished. The next thing, there's a front license plate bracket. You know, it's not the greatest shape, but it's gonna be a whole lot better than just tying my license plate to the front of my bumper. Yeah, so that, folks, is what I'm doing over the next couple of days. Alright, one of the upgrades I've done already is put on my wheels like I wanted to in the other video. Yeah, I don't think they look too bad. Look at that offset. Yeah. Got center caps on, 15-inch Toyota rims, 31-inch tires. Alright, so there's lots of videos out there to show you how to actually remove these. Normally this part here is actually in your door. I'll mount it like that. This plate here is your holder plate. So rather than trying to re-rivet all of those back in and bend this back, all I got to do is take out that one little rivet, and I almost got it out. Almost. So I just got to finish popping it out. Just take your time and be mindful. Let the tool do its job. There we go. There we go. She's out. Now remember, it just slides and pulls out. So that bracket there can go in my scrap pile. Alright, so we're going to do the rear driver's side door first, because this is the side my daughter sits on. So we need to go get a couple 7mm sockets there and get that out. What I'm doing right now is I gotta take off the face of the door. I probably should figure out how to get that off properly too. But there's just little clips throughout the door that hold it on. Alright, don't do that. Look it up how to do it properly. Don't be like me. There. Voila. Ah, yes. So while I'm still flipped up here, you see these? Those? There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, one's missing down there. But yeah, those are the clips that hold the door on, or the door skin, I should say. Alright, so I got that working now. And there's something wrong with my latch. So when I just pull it regularly, it doesn't want to come down. Give it a bit of an extra tug, and she works. Alright, so you got those three there. Those are Torx head bolts. And there's latches and not latches, but there's the connections for the latches inside. So you have to jam your hand up in there. Probably gonna take off my glove because you need to feel around for that. So basically what I'm gonna do is pull that out and just give it a good clean. So I'll just do that off camera. I can't really show you much other than unscrewing those. So I'll be right back. Seems to be working a lot better now. I'm probably just gonna order one in, brand new. Got all my clips back in. Had I not broken that faceplate, I could have got that back on too, but I did, so there's that. That I'll probably just order off Amazon or rockauto.com. Alright, so that's basically the gist of it. You take out these two bolts in the armrest and then use your tool to gently pry back and then forcibly pry back. Remove this. There's a connection for your power windows. There's a connection for any lights that are inside of it, and then any speakers. So it's dark time, as you can tell. I got both my doors going. I found out that the passenger side rear door locks never worked, and I have power locks. Popped off the door skin and found out that I didn't even have a lock actuator in there. So went and stole one off one of my other rigs, got that in there. All four of my doors lock again. I've now moved on to the front of my truck, and I'm installing my new cigarette lighter and ashtray style thing. So I'll get you guys turned around here and I'll get some good light on it and I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, so this is what I'm doing here. These are my cigarette lighters, and that's where my ashtray sits. Now, it sits in there like that. I like that. It's all cool and everything. You know, it works out pretty good. But I like this one a lot better. It's just cleaner, smoother, relocates my ashtray, just cleans it up a bit more. So the way these pop out is there's got these little tabs there. And you just take your screwdriver, in my case my knife, slide that in there, pop it out. See? I had to take out 2 bolts just so I could pull it down so I can get to those holes better. Alright, let me get that in and I'll give you guys a quick show. She's all in, good to go. Got my change tray, all my stuff there. If I can ever get it to sit up. That doesn't look too bad. So it's a new day, new dollar. On to the next one. Go ahead and put my front license plate bracket on. So I'll show you how it goes on. So as you can see, there's those four bolt holes. And your license plate bracket sits a little something like that. So what you got to do is, from the front you use your ratchet, drill, whatever it may be, and on the back side you just hold the nut there, put it in place, 2 hands, and then move on and move on and move on. All of the bolt holes right up front here. So there's one there, there's one up top, other one up top, other one on bottom. So that's how you go about putting your front license plate bracket on. Let me get that done and I'll show you guys the final result. Alright, and just like that, I have a license plate bracket again. Give it a little side shot there. So since I started filming this video, I've also gone and got some new rims on there. Well, different rims. 31 by 10.5 by R15. I got those center caps on. Cleans it up quite a bit. And of course, they do stick out nicely, which is what I wanted. Rides beautifully too. Alright guys, on to the next. So my next step is, so that's the HVAC control unit I got going right now. That's the HVAC control unit that I want to put in. As you'll notice, it's got the rear defrost button on there. Now this truck has rear defrost and quite possibly has heated mirrors. At least heated driver's side mirror. So yeah, I want to get that working. So what I'm doing right now is actually just checking the lights. So there's these couple of lights back here, and if you get LEDs though with a different color on them, you can change the color of your dash lights. Alright, well, let's get taking this off. So, get your vehicle all blocked up. Can't turn my vehicle on though, because I'm now in first gear without. Yep, it really is just that simple. This is the new one that I wanted to put in, but this thing here is broken. Whereas on this one, it works. So first thing I'm going to try is to pop this off and see if it'll actually seat in there and stay. If not, then I'm going to have to rebuild it. So this bolt here, this screw here is probably like a 5 or 6 millimeter bolt. Itty bitty, but a pair of snub nose pliers works just fine. Just be gentle and careful. Unless you're replacing with new, you got to remember that all of these pieces are extremely old and extremely brittle at this point. Oh, so I've already popped off the controller arm, or the controls. Oh yeah, see, this one's already broken. Of course. So that's holding, which is nice. Alright, I'm going to move you guys for a second. I'm going to dig in my toolbox, see if I can find a really long screw. If I can, I might be able to use this just the way it sits. Alright, so I was able to find a bigger screw. I decided to throw some goop on there with it, just to try to hold that all in. I'm going to be in you guys' way a little bit here. Don't mind me. Because remember, this here is just kind of still setting in, so. And yes, it can take some finagling to get it dealt with here. All right, there's that one. All right, so those all seem to be working. Now the thing is, I don't actually know how to test if your rear defrost works without actually needing the rear defrost. Oh, look at that! There's a gold. It lights up. We're good there. Alright, well, you can barely see it, but those lights work. Oh no, you guys can see it pretty good. It's me who can't see it. Alright. I got my rear defrost back. There we go, folks. Heck yeah. Looking good. Yeah. 376,050.8 kilometers is what I got on this truck. That be all. Put her back in park. I'm gonna fire it up. Ta-da! Alright folks, that's about it for me today, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before. Thanks as always for coming along for the ride with me. I did put on my 15-inch rims. They're now wrapped in BF Goodrich 31 by 10.5 R15s. I'm digging the look. I love it. So maybe on the next one I'll put on my stock fender flares from a K2500. Thank you very much again. As always, this is Sam from Sam's Wrecking Yard. Have yourselves a great day. Like and subscribe, and if you really like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit that share button for me. All right, peace.